Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is Matt and welcome back to Crypto Kings. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a brand new statement from the COO of Robinhood here on Shiba Inu. So if you guys are new, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more daily SHIB vids, and let's get right into it, folks. This is exciting stuff. So as you guys can see, this is officially the statement here from the COO. So she responded here to a lot of people, obviously, of course, the petition, which has reached 500,000 signatures, and she's talking about the idea that they are actually in no rush to list tokens like SHIB, which again is a little bit disappointing, as I'm sure you guys could imagine, but this is her statement. She says that Robinhood, of course, looks more like the early Coinbase than the version of the publicly traded exchange that listed Shiba Inu, because when you think about it, it is interesting. Coinbase does look a lot more, in a sense, like a traditional, crypto kind of setting, of course, and Robinhood looks more like what Coinbase used to look like years ago. It's actually very interesting. So they said, Christine Brown here of Robinhood told the Decrypt editor-in-chief Dan Roberts at today's Crypto Goes live stream event here that the company is taking its time listing SHIB, the 11th largest cryptocurrency in the world. She said the first thing we're going to do is not talk about it. She says, unlike, Coinbase, whose CEO Brian Armstrong has vowed to become the Amazon of assets and to list every asset that's legal, she says basically that their strategy here is different, and we're just basically waiting it out to see, which assets they want to list. She says we think about that more, instead of the short-term gain may not be worth the long-term trade-off for our users. And she said that Robinhood, of course, is safety first, and we want to make sure that we're working with accessing everything from a regulatory perspective as well. And this is very interesting because, again, Coinbase has been around for a long time, and they only listed on Shiba Inu relatively recently, just a couple of months ago. So it is very unique and weird in a way that Robinhood, who is known so much more for being a part of every one of these like social media, like meme pump revolutions, the fact that Robinhood, while being known for that, is not in any rush whatsoever to list SHIB, which is, again, a little upsetting for, I know, a lot of people here who have been waiting for this, thinking that it would be any day. Remember, there was that rumor about November 1st, which so many people had talked about, and it looks as if that is not coming to light. So again, the popular mobile app has come under a $70 million fine in June over some issues, of course, service outages, yada yada, and a lot of false, communication and whatnot. So they definitely do seem to be, when it comes down to it, more like the old Coinbase, because back then Coinbase only had Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, and Litecoin. And I do remember this time, I do remember this era with Coinbase where this was all that they had. So again, in 2018, Coinbase did sort of change their prerogative, saying, of course, that they have a lot more. In 2020, they added 21 more. In 2021, added 29 more crypto assets. And, there are a lot of assets that are actually not on Coinbase Pro, not on regular Coinbase, but are on Coinbase Pro. So I know there are people out there who will use Coinbase Pro just to have more access to different assets. And there are also a lot of things that Coinbase may not have listed, but is also being invested in. So if you go to coinbase.com/ventures, coinbase.com/ventures, you guys can see this is exactly what they are invested in, but not actually having bought. So again, these are all the things you can see that Coinbase is interested in, even if they don't have them listed on their exchange. So they are a lot different than Robinhood in this sense, because they really are more open to new assets like this. So again, it is very interesting that she said this. I know a lot of people are definitely not going to be happy with this, but regardless, I could still see before the end of the year the Robinhood listing being possible. It just will be, what it seems to be at this point, a matter of time. But anyways, folks, you guys can see here, this is the graph for the day. And of course, when we are looking at the current price action of SHIB, we are sitting here right around 55. So a 2.2% decrease here on the day. The market cap here is still sitting at $30 billion, which, I mean, who can complain about that, right? $30 billion is still an absolutely incredible market cap, because I remember very, very well when we were at a lot smaller of a market cap than this. I remember there being an extra zero here in front of this. So again, this is still pretty amazing to see. The volume here has gone down around 35% over the past 24 hours, which has led to a definite decrease here in volatility. When we take a look, of course, at the graph, you guys can see This is basically a textbook bullish flag, which is always an excellent thing. But you know what else is an excellent thing? Getting started over on Webull, guys. Top of the link down below in the description. It is so easy to do if you guys want to get started trading stocks, crypto, including Shiba Inu and all that good stuff. You guys use my link at the top of the description, and you guys get some free stuff. So definitely go ahead and check it out. And of course, if you guys use the link, you guys will support me as well, and I always do appreciate it. But when it comes down to it, guys, you can check this graph here. This really, to me, looks like an absolutely textbook bullish flag. You guys can see here is the flagpole headed up here from around 45 all the way up to around 65, and then we have, after the flagpole, the actual flag. And you guys can see we have the top of the flag and the bottom of the flag here. I mean, this looks like a textbook example of this. This is something you would literally read about in a textbook. I mean, this is an impeccable example of a bullish flag. You guys can see it is headed like this. You know, there is some variation. You could have like a bullish flag that encompasses like a descending kind of a falling wedge, or you could have one that kind of just consolidates and goes sideways. It doesn't overly matter. In the end, a bull flag is a bull flag as long as we have this kind of stem here coming up from the bottom and some sideways movement. That is really what matters. And the goal, of course, is for the price to sort of end up, you know, consolidating slash, you know, getting ready to burst somewhere around maybe the low 50s, or the very, very, very high 40s, hopefully low 50s, in which we would see this and then get ready for a very bullish movement. So again, this bull flag here is looking absolutely excellent. I see no reason to not think that this would be influential in the future of this price, because again, this is such a typical movement. And what this is showing, of course, is that whales out there, people who are just looking to purchase a lot of SHIB, are not letting it get below 52, 53, which is great. And again, it's also not able to really get above 58, 57, so it's narrowing. It's being kind of crushed under the restraints of this flag, and that is always a good thing. When we check the relative strength index, you guys can see things are looking a little bit lackluster. Again, we are right around the middle, which is exactly where we want to be. We don't want to be overbought or dramatically oversold, because if we are, that obviously leads to a lot of volatility, a lot of, you know, flash crashes and things like that, and we definitely don't want that. So the relative strength index here is staying right around the middle, which is great. Again, we are staying, you know, somewhere around, you know, the high 40s, low 50s, which is overall pretty good. Again, we have a lot of headroom to move up if we want to. You know, we could very well have a bullish explosion right now. It's possible, who knows? You know, I don't think it's likely, but if we did, we do have the headroom for that. So there definitely is that opportunity here, just not particularly likely. And again, same thing, even if we had a little bit of a flash crash, which sent us out of this period of consolidation, there's a good shot that it could quickly rebound and get back into this period of consolidation. So, you know, even if we had something like this, I don't assume this would completely throw off the bullish flag. I don't assume it would ruin the movement or whatnot. It could very easily come back based on the fact that, again, we have the headroom to be able to do this. So with that being said, everybody, thank you all so much for watching. Definitely let me know down below in the comments, guys, what you think of the Robinhood CEO's announcement, or COO's announcement, because again, this is very disappointing to me, because I was hoping that this would be listed sooner and people would have the opportunity to purchase this and whatnot. But I definitely do see, you know, sort of why they're being cautious. I just don't think that caution is any longer merited in the instance of SHIB, considering they've proven themselves time and time again. It does look to be the case. So that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more daily SHIB vids. My name is Matt. See you guys on the next one. Peace.